From city to city across Ukraine, there is a mass exodus. Every day, citizens and families are trying to flee the country and escape the violence, danger, and war brought by Russian troops. Officials say more than 1.5 million Ukrainians have already left, and millions more could be on their way. The paths out of Ukraine, however, can be incredibly dangerous. Ukrainian and other world leaders have been trying to work with Russia to allow for the safe evacuation of Ukrainians trapped in cities that are being bombarded by Russian tanks, planes, and artillery. For 2 days, officials have arranged ceasefires to get citizens out, and for 2 days, those ceasefires have failed, leaving citizens stuck in harm's way. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has been calling on the United States and NATO to impose a no-fly zone over Ukraine and make the country's skies safe from Russian jets and bombers. For now, USA and NATO officials are refusing that no-fly zone request because it would mean U.S. forces would have to face Russian forces, leading to a dramatic escalation and expansion of the war.
We're not going to put the United States in direct conflict with Russia. Not have American planes flying against Russian planes or our soldiers on the ground in Ukraine, because for everything we're doing for Ukraine, the president also has a responsibility to not get us into a direct conflict, a direct war with Russia, a nuclear power, and risk a war that expands even beyond Ukraine to Europe.
Although the United States doesn't want to battle Russia directly, it is trying to give Ukraine plenty of weapons and firepower to defend itself against Russia. Sunday, over in Poland, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken was working out a deal for the Polish military to transfer dozens of its fighter jets to Ukraine in exchange for U.S. fighter jets. The Polish-owned MiG-29 fighters are older jets, but they are jets that Ukrainian pilots are familiar with, jets that can still be very dangerous to Russian troops.
Yes, we're talking very actively about this, looking at what we could do to backfill Poland if it chooses to send the MiGs and the Su planes that it has to Ukraine, how we can help by backfilling what they're giving to the Ukrainians. So that's in very active discussion as we speak.